Hi everyone and welcome back. It is the August Q&A. There's Pythagoras and there's one of her daughters. Slightly different this month because we've been so busy as a family in real life. We're not able to do the usual sit down with Eleanor doing the questions and me doing the answers. So we've got some guinea pigs, we've got some carrots, we've got the state of the grass. There is no grass. I actually had to throw a load of water on this morning. So it's Monday, it's the 25th of August, and let's get on with some questions that you all asked. I'll give you my answers and we'll rattle through this nice and quick. So we'll be back in September with a longer one. So your questions, got a multitude of them, in no particular order. Let's see. Oh, Navi has said, what's the strangest thing a guinea pig fan has sent you? Ooh. Let's see. Now, when we have sold guinea pigs, sometimes people have like little businesses. So I've had like a travel mug with Bucks Guinea Pig Talks on. Eleanor's dad, he gave me a Bucks Guinea Pig Talks cap that he'd sorted out. What else have we've got there? We've got people's gratitude for giving them facts and figures and answers and amusing and entertaining videos and photos, so that's always much appreciated. The strangest thing a guinea pig fan has sent me, we have had some merchandise that we promoted that's sort of like very much bits of things to eat. That's good. So I don't really have an answer to that one. I think when we started all this with guinea pigs, I think if we'd known anyone would ever sort of like, and you can see there, Democritus and one of her great granddaughters. I think if we'd had people sort of like liking videos and nice comments, we'd be astounded. You're not going to get that. There's more down here. Why don't you come down here? Look, there's tons. She's now going to go. Come on, come on. There's just no grass. So I think people liking the videos and writing nice comments, not exactly strangest things, but maybe things that we didn't anticipate. But yeah, it's much appreciated. Right, so let's go to another question from Quiggies. Do guinea pigs hold grudges? Only Myrtle. Miserable, lovely, beautiful Myrtle, who's in one of the other cages. She's just, yeah, no, she's mellowing. She's mellowing. I don't think they hold grudges. Sometimes we were just on a load of nails actually, and some of the guinea pigs are not exactly loving of having their nails trimmed, but they will. It's like, oh, okay. Hopefully, now the sun is just above the camera, so I don't know what you'll see, but you can see that some of them are happy to sit in the sun. Pythagoras here has got the pick of the carrots. Just going to run back. There is normally more shade on it. I have lifted some of the shade off here just so we can film. Right, so that's the reason why. So yeah, so grudges, probably not. I'm sure as long as you feed them and give them a stroke, cut their nails, I'm sure they're quite happy. Now we've got another question from Navi. There we are. Let's do a Navi. Lots of questions from Navi. Thank you very much, Navi. Don't forget, for the September Q&A, you can put as many questions as you like. All right, we'll answer them all. It's not a problem. Now, Navi has said, ever had a problem with predators trying to get at the guinea pigs when they're outside? Well, we live in England, and I have seen one morning, I think, a fox just wandering around our garden. That was about 6 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't too bad. So that was kind of like a surprise. And they're not like big fluffy things. They're quite scrawny actually. So that was quite disappointing actually. I thought it'd be like Fantastic Mr. Fox, from the book. But it wasn't. It was like scrawny. But so they've wandered around, and often they might leave some droppings, and you sort of so that might be them. We do get kites, so large birds sort of flying over, and they never come down, they never land because they couldn't get up again. There's not like a long runway or anything like that. We do get crows wandering down. Sometimes they'll sort of like have a little look through the mesh. They're not too much of a bother. I don't think we have anything else really. We get some dogs nearby that bark, and there's some cats have wandered through, but nothing really. I mean, you'll see on our cages, you'll see at the end they've got some bricks, and there'll be another brick on the corner here, and then we've got a couple of bricks. Yeah, we've got bricks all over the place. So there's one of Stardust and one of great grand piggies enjoying the sunshine. It's a very sunny day today actually. It's very sunny. It's about 27, 28 degrees. It's the last of the summer apparently. There we are. Now you can see there, look, Pythagoras and one of her daughters. They do soon forget if they're related. Let's just take some of those. Someone's questionable choice in music blaring in the cars. So yeah, I think we do have so-called predators that wander around, but they never give us a problem. But I think you just have to be aware of what's in your local area and then make the required changes to your setup. One size does not fit all with guinea pigs because people live in different areas. I know in America they've got snakes and stuff, so we don't have that here. Not in England. Now let's go back to Navi's got another question. Let's go another question from Navi. Right, ever considered starting a guinea pig rescue? No. There are lots of people that have guinea pig rescues and they do a fabulous job, and we do support them. We do publish details and we do put shares on our Facebook page, and we've sent money to the rescues, and they do a fantastic job. We do get the odd email and message from people saying, oh, you know, my guinea pig's died and I've got one left, and do you want it? Would you like it? It's like, no, we're not a rescue. And I think people, unfortunately, they don't value their pet as a lifetime commitment. It's like, well, there's one left and I don't want it. All the kids have had enough. You know, it's like, what should we do? And it's like, let's see if Bucks Guinea Pig Talks, see if they'll take them, because they're beautiful. They're really nice guinea pigs. They'll take them. They'll help us. No. I mean, we did half think, if someone messaged me to say, you know, could you take our guinea pig? We were actually half thinking about saying, okay, it's £1,000, which is about what, $1,500. And then people would say, why are you charging? We'd say, well, that's how much it's going to cost for the rest of its life. But if you give us £1,000, we'll do it. And yes, we've never done that, but we were tempted to say that, because it is a commitment for an animal. You've got to look after these things. And I think as well, if you have a rescue, then it takes time. We've just done the nails of all the adult guinea pigs here, and we've had that done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. We've done 14 guinea pigs nails, so that's 14 times 6 and 8. It's 14 times 14. So that's a lot of nails, and yeah. So you can imagine if we had a rescue. We don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. It's just constantly. You wouldn't have a holiday. You would be so frustrated. You'd be like, why do people keep giving us their animals? Why can't they look after them? You'd be constantly on the social media saying, I've got these guinea pigs here. I've got these, and people would just view them, I think, or view you as a short-term like deposit of animals, a repository. So they'd be like, here comes the queen of the teddies. Come here. Ew. And yeah, so it's not what we've done. I do the talks at schools and clubs and groups like that, and we do all the online stuff. But honestly, if we said, oh yeah, we're a rescue, which we're not, and we won't do, it would be crazy. We'd have people dumping boxes outside our house, and then it's like, you know, people then say, oh, I haven't gotten, I don't want my animals anymore, and they'll say, oh, contact so and so, Bucks Guinea Pig Talks. So, oh, they'll take them. They took mine, then I got a dog the next week. You know, you can't. Yeah, so I think in a way, I think actually the fewer rescues, the better. And often you very frequently, certainly on my Facebook feed, you've seen people saying, you know, we need £200 or whatever, or $300 or something like that, $500, because we've suddenly had an influx of guinea pigs or rabbits and they need treatment. And they're saying if everyone who follows could just donate £1 or $1, and it's just that constant asking, and it's like you're all you're doing is you're just chasing your tail all the time, literally, and it's not actually solving the problem, which is why are they unwanted. Now, in some cases, there's a genuine reason, but some people just treat animals as, you know, a child's whim. It's like, oh yeah, I'm bored of them. Oh, we'll get rid of them. I want a dog. Oh yeah, we'll get you a dog. It's like, so I don't know. I think the way the world, I think animals will become more highly regulated. I think keeping an animal will maybe you have to have a. Oh look, I think having an animal might now need, you know, some sort of law passed in the future, not yet, but in the future. I think it'd be a good thing, but it's not in our time. It'll be some way down the future. But I don't know. It's just the rescues are packed, and the horrible thing is even if every rescue could wave a wand and all the animals in their rescues would just disappear. Just disappeared, then within a few days they'd be full again. That's the problem you've got. So I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. It's an answer that you know. I don't know how you solve it. Ultimately, it's down to education of children, and then when they're adults, then they're like, no, you know, we won't keep pets or go to zoos or farms or whatever. Animals are very easy to get hold of. You can go to a pet shop, I can buy 10 guinea pigs today. No one really does home checks, and I think rescues as well. Sometimes I've read rescues, sometimes they do very, very high standards. So they're like saying, oh, you've got to have this much space, you've got to send us photos, and you read it on, say, Facebook and social media, and people are saying we've got a nice home here, but they just want more space. We don't have the space, but we've got the time, we can give them attention, but the requirement is so high, unnecessarily high. So now anyone that runs a rescue, I'm in awe of, we're in awe of. Not something we want to do. We want to control our guinea pigs as we do here, and promote the best that we can in a small way. I say when people do contact us, we in effect we try and put them off actually from having guinea pigs. We say, are you sure? Have you done research? And you know, or come back to us in 6 months. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. So no, we've never considered starting a rescue, even if we charged £1,000. And people said, well, why? Well, that's what it's going to cost to look after them. We don't want to pay that. We should have an animal. So I think my persona in real life is possibly not quite what you get on YouTube. I think I'd be slightly more direct in real life. But, so no. But I really do. We support the people that do rescues. They do a fine job, and good luck to them. Good luck to them. It's a thankless task, and they spend hours and hours, and they do their very best. And they're all animal lovers, and you cannot fault that at all. Right. So, should we do? Ivana has asked a question. Ivana, right? And thank you very much, Ivana. We like to see new people and new names. It's always very, very much appreciated. So Ivana has said, what was the name of my first guinea pig? Now, a lot of people ask this, and actually the name of our first guinea pig, or my first guinea pig, was Kermit. Yeah. So Kermit was a guinea pig from the about sort of 78. So that's 1978. So that's, how many years ago is that? Well, many years ago. That was the first time we had guinea pigs. From 78 through to 95. So that was Kermit. Now Kermit was obviously named after Kermit the Frog. The Muppets was quite a big program in England on the TV, and she was our first guinea pig. And different times then, because we got her from a local family who had, from what I remember, quite a lot of guinea pigs in their shed, and they lent us Kermit's mum for a week, so Kermit could settle down, and then she was called Victoria, and then Victoria went home, and then we had Kermit, and we had Kermit for about another 10 months or so, and then my parents said, oh, let's get Kermit a friend, and I thought that'd be nice. So we went to a pet shop, and obviously you can see exactly where this is heading, and we got Snowy, and they said, oh, this one's beautiful, this one's beautiful, and Snowy was a bit like Hedgewig here, all white and everything, and but very, very quiet. Snowy was very quiet, and so we went on holiday, and when we came back, we had 3 guinea pigs. So Kermit had a baby. So Snowy was a boy, but he was so quiet. He was nothing like Bubblegum or Mr. Fox that we've had here recently. He was nothing like that. He was so quiet. He was like a little mouse. He was so quiet. And like those guinea pigs speaking, absolutely nothing like that at all. So yeah, so that's Kermit. There we are. So she was lovely, and she was alive from mid 78 through to near the end of December 82. So that was my first one. So that's Kermit. And we buried her in the garden at the house we lived at the time. There we are. So thank you, Ivana. I hope you that answer is informative. These 2 females, they're very cute, aren't they? We are going to do a video soon with these 2 females, telling you which one we're keeping, and there'll be another little video saying what the name is. But one of them is going to our friend who obviously supplied us Mr. Fox, the dad. So that's been sorted out. Right, let's have another question, and this time it's from Navi. Okay, so Navi has said, what happens to the guinea pig babies we don't keep? Okay, so obviously we don't have any males here, so the males gets we work with our excellent friend who's had guinea pigs for a million years, and she knows everything about guinea pigs, so she will lend us the males, and then when they've had the litters, we will then give her a choice if she wants a male or a female. So that's fair enough. And she was instrumental in us setting our guinea pigs up, and I actually knew her from the early 1990s when at that time I was showing guinea pigs in mainly in pet classes, to be honest. So there was like pet shows, guinea pig pet shows, and so I did it for about 3 years, but we were quite good in pet classes. We had some high quality guinea pigs in pet classes, and our friend was running where we live now. There was a guinea pig show, so she ran that with one of her friends. So I remember her from 35 years ago now, and always been keen, enthusiastic, and had plenty of time for everybody. Now, unfortunately, that guinea pig show no longer exists where we live. So yeah, so then through kids clubs and stuff, just met someone who said, oh, my mother-in-law's got a few guinea pigs. And it turned out it was the same woman, our friend now. So small world, and so she gave us our first 5 of our first 6 females. I say gave, we obviously paid for them, but so of the 6, 5 of them were from her, and our original male I drove 200 miles to get. But yeah, see, Mummy the guinea pig is the grandmother of Stardust, and then Hermione is the grandmother of Honeydew. Oh look. And Socrates, the teddy, she's an ancestor of these little ones. All these, every guinea pig here is related to Socrates. I think she's great. Something tells me it's that. So yeah, there's a long line back to her. And then Plato. If you want to subscribe to our newsletter, go to our website, bucksguineapigtalks.co.uk, and scroll down to the bottom and punch your email details in, and you can get an email newsletter from us. And I had some photos I put up in yesterday's newsletter, and that was a photo of Plato, who looks very similar to Mercury, and Mercury's her great granddaughter. So yeah, really good stuff. And those, so 4 of the original 6. Plato actually didn't come from our friend. Plato came from a pet shop. Amazingly enough, that's the only one to ever come from a pet shop. It's because she was lilac, and she just looked like some lilacs I had in the late 80s, early 90s, and yeah, so I got her, and she was lovely. So she is Mercury's great grandmother. There we are. So yeah, so the babies, then they go to our friend might have 1 or 2. We do get people messaging, and I do have a waiting list, and then we have people obviously look at our social media. If they live nearby, they it's word of mouth as well. All the parents on school runs and places I go to, like, you know, cubs and beavers, that everyone knows who we are, which is nice. And so it's just word of mouth. It's like anything. If you've got the guinea pigs aren't a product, but if you have something to sell, I guess it's in the same way. If you have a product to sell, not the guinea pigs are products, but if people know you, it's word of mouth. Now, some of the parents at the school gates, they don't want guinea pigs, but they know I have them. So when their friends speak about animals, they're like, oh, speak to Simon. So that's really good. And we've done stuff at the kids' schools as well. So I am known as the guinea pig man. So we do have people that message us, and then they go on a waiting list, and people travel about sort of up to an hour to come to us. So that takes ages to get sorted out. Yeah, we highly suggest people don't breed, which I know sounds very it sounds like, oh, aren't we know it all, and you know, or we telling you shouldn't breed, but you've got to give it a huge amount of thought. And yeah, so rescues are jam-packed, and you've got to be able to offer something that rescues can't, and yeah, places like the pet shops can't. We can give a full background of a guinea pig, you know, going up the maternal line. We can give them 6-7 generations, and you don't get that at pet shops or rescues, you know. And rescues will have slightly older guinea pigs, and it's yeah, everything's different. You've got to just have the right guinea pig. And this is one that's very popular. It's lovely Luna. She loves a little sleep. So yeah, so that's that. Right. Also, the kids to not breed too much, and then you don't have loads. We've never been in a situation where we've got a whole shed full, because that's terrible. So we don't do that. Right. So hopefully the wind hasn't taken my voice too much. Let's go to Angela Perkins. Now, Angela sent some questions. Let's delve into those questions. I think he was near enough eating all these carrots. There's one there. There's a bit there. Fell up of them, aren't they? So Angela said, what do you say to those who consider store-bought hutches and cages are too small? Not everyone has lots of room for the CNC grid cages setup. Right, it's a very, very good question from Angela. Angela often gives us questions for these Q&As. Now don't forget, you can watch all the Q&As, and we've done them for over a year now. Usually it's me sitting at a desk and Eleanor rattles the questions off. There we are. Oh, still a bit there. And so I know, yeah, it's strange when I look at the people's setups on YouTube and Facebook. You think, how is this a standard that we should all be going to? You know, we should all aspire to. And it's like, I think what Angela's got guinea pigs. She's got, I think it's about 5 or 6. I'm sure in the comments Angela will say how many she's got. She's very experienced with guinea pigs. She's had them for quite a few years, so she knows her stuff. Some of the hutches are very, very small at pet shops, and you should not buy them because obviously they're trying to sell a product, and you can get tiny ones like 4 foot and they're not suitable. You also get some guinea pig cages and rabbit cages that are like, have a little cage with a ladder that goes down, a ramp goes down, and then there's a little square area underneath where the guinea pigs can eat the grass, and that's totally unsuitable. So yeah, so don't get those. They have double stack systems. They can be 5 foot or 6 foot, and we generally just take the ramp out in the middle and then make it 2 floors, and then we have two levels then for our guinea pigs. So the guinea pigs can't go up and down, but we have groups in each, so we have like 4 guinea pigs in each kind of thing, or maybe 4 and some babies. Now we can't have them in the house because my wife Eleanor, she has asthma. We don't want them in the house. They're great out here. In the winter they'll go in the shed, and in the summer they'll go out to bring the cages out. And this one's very cute, isn't it? Is this the keeper? Or is this the keeper? What do you think, the white face or the brown face? Which is the keeper? And don't forget, got to do a name. We have got a name. It's all Greek to me. There we are, there's a clue. So yeah, I think the CNC grid cage setups, they can be really, really good. I think if you've got a couple of guinea pigs, you know, up to 4 maybe, then grid cage is the way to go in the house. You know, you can make what you want. I think if you have more, or you're slightly old-fashioned like me, then I think it depends on what setup you've got, what space you've got, and any owner who's sensible and has got some history with guinea pigs, they know what works. There is no one size fits all with guinea pigs. When you see people on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, they say this is what works, this is what you must do. I think that for me, people say to me, how soon should guinea pigs breed? And you have to generally go on what the general viewpoint is. Now my own opinion is slightly different to that, because we've left some of our guinea pigs a little bit later. It's all worked out fine, but these guinea pigs are like high quality ones. You know, we know the backgrounds of them, so one size doesn't fit all. You've got a lot to consider. Now the cages we've got here, this is 8 foot. This is 8 foot by 4 foot, I think, and that's huge. It's sort of like, well, 8 foot, 3.5. It's 24 square foot there, tons of space, and we've got 3 of them. There's another one, and then we've got these 2, which are slightly smaller, but it's still really, really good. But the grass is just rubbish. There's a little bit of green, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot, so we have to throw in some other stuff in. So they have a good run round, but you can see that the baby's happy to run. Pythagoras is just shattered. She's not doing it. It's quite a warm day. So going back to what Angela's saying, what do you say to those who consider store-bought hutches and cages are too small? Yes, some of the cages are too small, but that comes with experience. So like Angela if you went around a pet shop with Angela, she'd be like, yeah, that's too small, too small, too small. That's just about okay. That's all right, on the pet shops. CNC cages, again, people would be like, okay, you've got to do a 4x3 at least. Give them somewhere to sleep. It's, you've got to. A lot of it's common sense, and that comes with experience. And the experience is, people are very, very keen these days just to follow some people and say, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's the setup. And guinea pigs don't need all these fancy tricks. Our friend is very much old school, and she says she can't believe some of the things she sees. But as long as they're fed and they're watered and have some fresh air and some grass, which we haven't got at the moment, yeah. So good question from Angela there. Right, let's carry on. Hopefully that's a good answer. And we have one more question from Navi. This is probably my favourite question of today, and you'll find out why exactly when I say it. Ever been recognised by a stranger because of the guinea pig social media? Yes, a couple of times. I was out running about 3 or 4 years back, and as I went running along, this woman said, "You're the guinea pig man, you're the guinea pig man." She was pushing a pram, and I was like, "What? Yeah, I know. She'd been watching some of the Facebook lives we'd done over the COVID, and so I did a little video of me and her, social distance standing, of course. And I said, "Oh, I've been recognised," and she went, "Yes," and that was fun. And then also we were at a museum place, and we were queuing for the toilets, and someone said to me that you're that guinea pig man. I don't walk around with Bucks Guinea Pig Talks t-shirts and hats and stuff. And they're like, yes. We had a nice chat. That was quite fun. We gave them a shout out on one of our later live shows. That was fun. Eleanor's has been recognised. She was at a swimming pool, of all places, and she was chatting to our children, and someone said, "I recognise you," and Eleanor just gave us some ideas, and the woman was like, no, it's not due to that, it's not ducks, no, it's not friends, no. And in desperation I said, "Is it something to do with guinea pigs?" And she said, yes, you're the voice of that guinea pig channel. As Ella said, there she is in her swimming gear with the kids, and someone says, "Yeah, you're that voice of the guinea pig channel." So we have both been recognised. It's quite good. We've also had people being impressed by our following. Went to a rooftop bar near to us, and so they're all staffed by youngsters, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, got a little bit of Instagram following," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've got 10,000." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got 27, 28. And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, yeah, I got this guinea pig thing. And they're like, "Wow." And they gave us free drinks. So Eleanor got a champagne or something. So we've done that. That's quite fun. And people, youngsters especially, I'm talking about early 20s, they are amazed by our social media following. I think over the if you include TikTok, which I don't really do now, and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, I think we've got about 66,000. So it's quite a following. Now sometimes you've got four different, 4 people. One person's following us, all 4. But yeah, we are very, very amused, should we say, when we get recognised. It's fun. Go enjoy it. Right, so that concludes our August Q&A. Big thumbs up from me. Thank you very much indeed. I know it's a bit different. It's probably not as exciting as normal with Ellen not being around. hopefully some of this has come out because the sun is just above the camera. Hello, hello, Pythagoras. There's no more carrots left. Anyway, right, so if you've enjoyed this, please do hit the like button, share it, and if you've got this far and you want to subscribe to our channel, that'd be fantastic. It's 35 minutes. There's no photos at the end. I haven't taken any, but hopefully the videos have been fun, and the thumbnail at the front, I think we'll find one of Pythagoras. There she is, utterly flaked out. Being a grandmother is oh so much hard work. So to everyone that's asked us questions for this this particular video, Angela, to Ivana, to Navi, and also to Quiggy, thank you very much indeed. I'm Simon, it's Guinea Pig Talks. We will see you again soon. Don't forget to watch some of our other stuff, that'd be awesome. And we've got over 10,130 subscribers. And so you can follow our newsletter, and that'd be great for you to join that. The wind's picked up. So let's stop there, shall we? Let's see if we can close in on these two. So there's two babies, and there's Luna having a little sleep. Whatever you're doing, thank you very much indeed. Take care, and we appreciate every single view, question, share, subscribe. I feel like Pythagoras, look at that. She's having a little sleep. Thank you everyone. It's Simon, Guinea Pig Talks, signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.